Hey entrepreneur, this is Mark Newsom, Mr. Marketing. Welcome to this special presentation entitled 5 Incredibly Simple Cost Containment Strategies You Can and Should Apply to Your Business Right Now. Entrepreneur, how to systematically lower your cost of doing business without having to sacrifice any quality. Ladies and gentlemen, the purpose of this video is to help you focus on 7 incredibly simple cost containment strategies that are proven to show any small business owner and or service provider and or good old entrepreneur such as yourself how to either lower your cost of doing business and or increase your revenue. So take a look at this list of 7 proven tips and see which ones either A, help you save money, or B, help you increase your revenue. For example, whenever you can, entrepreneur, you got to negotiate or renegotiate the terms of your lease or any monthly expenses like equipment leases. If you are leasing a car, maybe it's time to just buy an older one that's reliable, of course, and quit making those payments. Instead of those super fancy printers and all that other gadgetry, maybe it's time to just buy an older one, slightly used. And of course, if you're leasing equipment, maybe it's time to just buy some outright. Now, here's the second thing. Ladies and gentlemen, you gotta lower your credit card expenses. Look into American Express because, as you know, they don't charge you an interest rate. They just charge you an annual fee, but the caveat is whatever you borrow at the end of the month, it comes due. Here's the third thing. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you always test any and all advertising, marketing campaign strategies, whatever, but especially if you're using paid advertisement, because you need to find out what's working and what's not, and you got to drop what's not working because it's costing you money. Now, here's the fourth thing. See if you can negotiate a discount with any vendors that you're doing business with. In fact, a lot of vendors during a nagging recession, ladies and gentlemen, this is the perfect time to negotiate because the newer startups, guess what? They need client base. They're looking for new customers. So negotiate with them. Here's the fifth thing. If it's reached a point that you need to start hiring staff before you just rush out and start looking into getting people full time, see if you can outsource. I know, that's kind of a not too hip a term, but the point is maybe you can start off with people who are part-time and or freelancers. And let me also say this, being a proactive small business marketing consultant who specializes in helping small businesses 50 employees or less, ladies and gentlemen, see if you cannot put your consultant on a performance basis as opposed to a fee. The really, really good ones, such as myself, they'll leap at the chance to bring in, to earn $1, or I'm sorry, 25% for every dollar they bring you that you didn't have. The ones who maybe are not so sure, they're trying to get a salary out of you. So negotiate. Here's the sixth thing. Ladies and gentlemen, if you need major furniture items and stuff like that, try Craigslist or, looking in the newspaper or online before you just rush out and buy all this fancy new stuff like copiers. And the other thing is shop at the major discount stores like Staples. I actually have a customer rewards card there with Staples. You're not going to save a lot of money, but I mean, in the case of every little bit helps. And here's the last one, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, you can sell or lease your hard-earned expertise. You can always put together a digital course, and if you don't know the how-tos about the digital end of it, you can go right over to elance.com. That's elance.com, and you can find these men and women who are whizzes at that sort of stuff. That's selling your expertise. You can also lease it. What do you mean, Martin? Consulting. That's somebody renting out your brains, your expertise, your knowledge, your network, all of that. But here's the other thing I want you to realize, ladies and gentlemen, you can have 2 rates, and you should. Your on-site rate, where you go there, and of course they pay you to be there, maybe if you're going to be there all day or 3 days, whatever. And your off-site rate, for instance, let's suppose I'm here in the United States. Let's suppose you have a client in Australia. Now, obviously, you're not going to jump on a plane and fly to Australia every time. So you got Skype. So you got one rate for that. But if they need you to go up to Canada, these big companies, they can foot the bill. They'll send you up there. And I'm going to tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. Any of you who are consultants, you know this to be true. Whenever you do on-site consulting, you always find hidden, previously untapped profit centers because you visually get to see the interaction with them, with their customers, with their employees and associates and their vendors, how they answer the phone, the whole nine. You can't get that in a Skype consultation. So, entrepreneur, in this short video, I hope you can see how and why it's very easy for you to do some serious strategic cost containment and either grow your business by cutting your expenses or grow your business by increasing your revenue or a little. How you can add an additional 25% more gross profit to your bottom line. Do so in the next 90 days or less without having to add any new customers or clients. Entrepreneur, you need that free 9-page special report. Just head over to youcanmarketonlinenow.com/sales because that's where you can get it. This is Mark Newsom, Mr. Marketing. We'll see you again next time on the Marketing Minute.